different side of me, yeah. You'll find a different side of me, like someone pretty neat. A different side of me, yeah.
So walking into my hallway from my living room, we have had to actually put duct tape on the cracks of the floor because the edges of the laminate was sticking up, and we were afraid one of the kids would be running down the hallway and get a gash from the edges of the laminate poking up. I'm trying to show y'all the lump. I'm not sure if you can see the lump of the floor. It's really hard to show it, but basically right here it goes down, and it's like that in front of all of the bedrooms, but the laminate is cracking where the floor is bending. So basically the plywood is going to need to be replaced, and my husband did this. He nailed it down and put the tape. It looks very ugly and tacky, but this is just what we have to do for our safety right now, because the sharp edges was sticking up and it can literally slice into your foot. So moving down, that's just the floor creaking. Right here in front of my laundry room, in front of the boys' room, we've got more duct tape. We've got the litter box here in front of the laundry room, excuse the laundry. But right here, it goes down again. And then over here, it's like the middle of the floor is humped up in the center and the edges go down. So we just put that there for precaution so nobody gashes open their foot. And the landlord is trying to take care of it. They're sending over the HVAC person today to figure out what we can do, and we're gonna have to replace this plywood and have the flooring replaced. So yeah, that's where we stand with our floor right now. Hello my friends, and welcome back to another video. I just got out of the shower. I have quite a busy day today. I've got some errands to run, and we also have my oldest daughter's first home game. She's in the marching band, so we're gonna be going to the high school football game. Y'all, it is so expensive when we go to the football games. It's like $10 a person. So it costs us $50 to go to the football game. Plus we get concessions. We buy the kids candy and all that. Like, what's a football game without concessions and candy? But I'm gonna do a little get ready with me. And this is not what I'm wearing to the football game. The t-shirt that I'm wearing, it has the school logo on it for the marching band, so I don't really want to wear that in my video. So for now, I'm just wearing this red tank top. I'm gonna go ahead and get started with blow drying my hair first, and then we will do my makeup, and I will show y'all my products. I'm mostly using the Well People products, which is like more of a non-toxic product, but I also use other makeups as well. But as far as my everyday makeup, my everyday looks, I like to use more non-toxic makeups that are more healthier for my skin. First, I'm gonna get started with using my round brush. This is the way that I've mostly been blow drying my hair lately. This is the Revlon brush, and basically it is a blow dryer that gives you the perfect blowout. I'm gonna go ahead and section off my hair and do the bottom layer first and then do the top layer. My hair product that I've been using for years, it does 10 things. That's why it's called It's a 10. We all are familiar with the It's a 10. You can also get the off brand that's a little bit cheaper. So this nourishes your hair. It's a thermal protectant, detangles, helps protect hair color, restores your shine, it helps reduce frizz, has a natural UV protection, helps replace lost proteins, enhances the hair's natural body, and helps prevent split ends. Next, we're gonna move on to looking like the Statue of Liberty. I love this bubble headband. So the first thing I like to do is go ahead and put on my brightener priming serum, and this one is by the Well People. I feel like this one really brightens up my face and makes it look really shiny and glowy without making it feel super oily. And I feel really good about smearing this on my face knowing that it's a minimal ingredient product and I don't have like a ton of chemicals being rubbed into my face. The next thing I like to do is add a concealer. This one is the Milani Conceal Perfect, and this one is not a non-toxic, but I have yet to find a non-toxic that I really like. So I do one on the bridge of my nose, the sides of my nose, a little under my eye, a little on my chin, and if I have any imperfections like a blemish coming up, I'll put a little on there, and a little up here between my eyes. I like to put it on before any foundation, which I've been using a powder foundation. This is the powder I've been using by Well People, and I need to get some more because it is wearing thin. It is the perfect shade, and you can see a difference once it goes on my face, how it smooths my skin. And I love this giant kabuki brush. I feel like it blends really well, and I've had it for years and it has held up so good. It's from Walmart. Next, I'm gonna go in with the Well People blush. This one is the Super Powder Blush in Hazelnut Harvest. And it is so pigmented, a little goes a long way. I barely dip it in and just kind of tap it on my cheek. And then for bronzer, I've got the Well People bronzer. And this one is called Golden Hour, and I just use this kind of brush for it. It's also pigmented. I put a little here, a little here, a little up here where the sun would kiss your forehead, a little around the chin, a little on the bottom of the nose, and then I use more of a smaller, skinnier brush to kind of go down my nose, kind of contouring, and then back with my kabuki brush to kind of blend it all in. The next thing I like to do is my eyebrows, and y'all, my eyebrows are so invisible. They are so thin. I've never had my eyebrows professionally waxed or plucked or anything. I just do it at home myself. I'll trim them as needed, pluck them as needed, and I'm just gonna use this brow pencil by Well People. On one side it has a spoilie, and then on the other side it has the product. And I don't like to completely draw on my eyebrows, but I do like to fill them in. As you can see, they are so thin. So once I put on the eye pencil, I feel like it can look really thick until you run the spoilie through it, and it kind of spreads the product around and just makes it look overall better. And then I have some gel that I will use to set my brows, and it is by Well People. It's just a clear brow setter gel, and that looks so much thicker and fuller. And then I have this eyeshadow palette by Well People, and basically it's got these dark mauve-y purple colors that I love, but I mainly use the white, and I will put that in the corner of my eye just to highlight the inner portion of my eye. I'll also put a little bit on the lid just to brighten up my eye, and then I'll bring it up to the top a little bit just to highlight under the brow. I also have more of like a sparkly white that I like to use for highlighting under my brow, which is this one by LA Colors. This one is the Shimmering Loose Eyeshadow, and it also comes with a little brush. It's just this tiny little contraption, and I will take the glitter and put a little bit more in the center of my eyes and a little bit under my brow. And if I want to add any darker colors, I will put that to the outer crease of my eye. Today I'm not going to be adding any darker colors. We're just going to be doing the lights. And most of the time that's what I wear, is just the light colors. We're just going to kind of blend in that highlighter. Next up, I have the Honest Beauty eyeliner, and this is the one that I've been wearing, and I love it. It doesn't really run or smear. So I start in the center of my eyelid, and I go out like to a wing, and then I kind of fill the wing in, and then I go towards the front, if that makes any sense. Hopefully it does. And lastly, I'm putting on my Well People mascara. This one's also non-toxic. I have all of my makeup products that I'm able to linked below. And then for lip today, I always will put on a chapstick or a lip mask. So tonight, after I brush my teeth, I'll put my lip mask on, but I'm gonna go ahead and put this EOS Strawberries and Cream chapstick on. And then I've got this lip glow oil that makes your lips so shiny. It is kind of sticky. So now that I'm done with my makeup, this is the time that I would curl my hair if I want to, but I think I'm just gonna leave it like this. And y'all, I need to get my hair done. I usually go every 6 months to get my hair done. It has been longer than 6 months. My roots are growing out. You can't really tell it's bad on that side, but like where my part is, you can tell it's brown. But you know, that's the good thing about highlights, is that it kind of flows together. So like that brown and blonde is just kind of all mixed up throughout my hair. And then I've got dark brown underneath as well. So the blonde highlights just kind of all fade in together, even with the roots growing out. And that's one of the biggest reasons that I love to get highlights. While I'm getting ready today, I'm gonna throw in what kind of perfume I'm wearing today. This is the It Factor. It is a Dossier Originals. I'm just gonna do a little spritz on my neck and 2 spritz on my wrist and rub that in. Oh my goodness, the aroma is amazing. So Dossier has perfumes that are inspired by higher end perfumes for a much cheaper price tag, but the Dossier Originals are just that, Dossier Originals. So the It Factor is from the Icons collection. The It Factor has top notes of ginger and cardamom, middle notes of violet, incense, and silky musk, and base notes of brown sugar, sandalwood, vanilla extract, and tonka bean. And it's in the scent family Warm. So if you like the vanilla scents, and if you've tried the ambery saffron, that is one of my favorites. This would fall into that category. And the one thing about Dossier is if you try out one of their perfumes and you decide the scent is not for you or you really don't like it, you can return it for a full refund. The It Factor is one that I specifically personally am in love with. It is one of my top favorites, one of my new top favorites. And if you order from Dossier, you are going to get a very high quality 50 milliliter bottle with a magnetic snap-on lid. And these bottles are very thick and very durable, and I love that because I'm able to toss this in my purse and go. And y'all already know I love vanilla scents, especially for the fall. So this one is the Ambery Vanilla with top notes of mandarin, pear, pink pepper, and licorice, middle notes of jasmine, orange blossom, and base notes of cedarwood, patchouli, vanilla, and coffee. And I love how their perfumes are packaged so nicely in these boxes. This one is super perfect for the fall. I'm not gonna spray it directly on me because I'm wearing the It Factor today. It smells so good, amazing. And each perfume is gonna come with an information card that's got all of their top notes, their middle notes, their base notes, what the perfume smells like, and what the perfume is inspired by. The Ambery Vanilla is inspired by YSL Black Opium, but I highly recommend the It Factor. It is so good. It's what I'm wearing today. But if y'all are interested in any of the perfumes by Dossier, check the link below for the Dossier link. So before we head out to the game tonight, I've got some laundry to catch up on and just some things to do around the house. So we have been in this house for almost 3 years. We signed a 3-year lease and we love it. It is a small 3-bedroom house for a family of 6. We don't have lots of closets and lots of storage space, but we make it work. And anytime I bring new things in the house, like new decor or new clothes, we always make sure that we are decluttering the old. So in with the new and out with the old kind of situation. And that's the main way how I manage to keep our home decluttered and not overcrowded. So we were recently having some issues with our house. So in our hallway, it seems like there's some water damage or moisture, something going on underneath the house that we had no clue what it was. It kind of seemed like there was maybe a busted pipe, like a leaky pipe that was causing the wood to warp. So in our hallway, the laminate is actually cracking in front of all 3 of the bedrooms. The center of the hallway is humped up where the sides against the wall are drooping down, kind of feeling like it's caving in or falling in. And that is a sure sign of some like water damage or moisture. So the landlords actually came out and went under the house and looked at it and confirmed that there were no leaky pipes. There is not a leak. What it is our HVAC system is constantly running from how hot it is, causing a ton of condensation under the house. So underneath our house is just dripping with water. There's like rusty nails sticking through the wood that is just dripping water, and it looks like some of the wood is rotten. So that's a really bad sign. So the landlord came to talk to me and we were talking about how she had a concern where we might need to move. And at that moment, my heart dropped, because moving right now in this day and age is not it, with the prices of housing and all the application fees in order to even get into another home. So the good news is that she did say that she had a 4-bedroom house that was available, but it costs more a month than this home, and it's not in our kids' school district. So worst comes to worst, we would have to move to the 4-bedroom house out of the kids' school district, which I really do not want to do. My kids love the school district that we're in. They are a part of the community in the sports, and we just love the area that we're in. So whenever it's time for us to actually buy a house, we really want to look and stay in the area we're in that school district, because we love it so much. But basically, we are offered to take the 4-bedroom house and move, or we can stay and try to fix the problems. So we're gonna have an HVAC guy come out and kind of look more at the situation and figure out what we're gonna have to do. But I know for sure they're gonna have to replace the wood in the hallway. We're gonna have to tear up the laminate or replace parts of the laminate. There's definitely gonna have to be work done in our hallway, so hopefully it's an easy fix and we won't have to move. But I do feel better that our landlord is looking out for us, and she told me she's not gonna kick us out, and I feel like she kind of has our back with making sure that she had somewhere else for us to go instead of just being like, you know, your SOL. Fingers crossed and prayers that we can get our housing situation taken care of, that they can fix the floor and we don't have to move. But as far as the hallway is the area where it is the worst, but we've noticed like lumps in the floor in other areas of the home. So the moisture is definitely spreading throughout the entire underneath of the house. And you know, that just comes with living in an old house. We're thinking about in a year or two, we are gonna try to get reapproved for another house. We had been approved for a home before several years ago, but we never had any luck with it. All of the homes that were shown to us needed a lot of work, or they were only 2-bedroom, and we had 3 kids at the time. Now we have 4, so we definitely need at least a 3-bedroom home if we're gonna buy it. But that's just where we stand with our home situation at the moment. So I'm kind of in a fight or flight mode today. I just cannot get my life together. I feel so tired. I just feel like I want to relax and just lay on the couch all day, but there's so much to do around the house before we leave to go to the football game tonight, and I was trying to make sure I get all of my chores done. There's lots of laundry to be done, so hopefully you guys can find this video very motivational to get some stuff done around your house.
We're the good part, the happy ending, unexpected plot twist, we always save me. We're the good part, we never fake it, even if it hurts, we always say it. Like it just like that, kinda like it like that, kinda like it like that. Like it just like that, kinda like it like that, kinda like it like that. Somehow we make sense, we're the only one who knows it. Our feelings never tense, we don't need no water under the bridge. We're the good part, the happy ending, unexpected plot twist, we always say we're the good part.
There's 3 new sweaters I got recently at Ross, and I think this sweater is the most comfiest sweater I probably own now, but it is by the brand Urban Weekend, but it's this green color with black stars, and it's got this detailed neckline and the cuffed sleeves, and it is seriously so soft and perfect for the fall. The next thing I found from Ross was this Vans t-shirt, and I like to specifically go over to the men's section and look through their t-shirts, and that's where I like to find a lot of my t-shirts, because I feel like in the women's section I just never find anything that stands out, and if I do, it's very rarely. So I do like to go over to the men's section. It's just a green tee, and it says Vans on the front. Y'all, I love sweatshirts for the fall, especially the cozy morning. This is a Vans sweatshirt, and it is another green color. I just love the green and the orange and the browns and the neutrals for the fall. But it's just a green sweatshirt, but it is really thick. Also, I noticed that in men's clothes, I feel like they're made thicker, and I think that's another reason I like their t-shirts, because women's t-shirts at the store are so thin. But I love to shop in the men's section for t-shirts, and these are just my new finds that I've been loving.
Unexpected plot twist, we always say we're the good part, we never fake it, even if it hurts, we always say it. Like it just like that, kinda like it like that, kinda like it like that. Like it just like that, kinda like it like that, kinda like it like that.
So we're gonna be eating dinner at the football game. We're gonna have hamburgers, hot dogs. They've also got lots of snacks and candy. So we're gonna be snacking at the football game. So before we leave, I wanted to do something healthy. So I'm gonna be making a salad for everybody, and I just boiled some eggs, chopped those up, and everybody had some eggs and a salad or boiled eggs. And it's just pretty much like a snack before we go to the game and eat our dinner there. So let's move into the living room. My pillows and blankets are always on the floor with 3 little ones. I don't know what it is, but they just love to throw my pillows and my blankets in the floor. So we're gonna go ahead and fix up the couches and give the living room a quick vacuum. And then when everyone's done eating, I'm gonna go back in the kitchen. We're gonna do the dishes, get the table cleaned up. I wanna come home tonight to a clean kitchen, a clean living room, a clean home, so that all we have to do is worry about our bedtime routines, and it's just so much more relaxing to come home to a clean house versus coming home to a huge mess.
that bedhead. You give me falling twice. Yeah, you're an angel and always on my mind. I wanna love you like I do on my own. Yeah, this is what it's about when it's just you and I, and the stars in the sky and the hum of the motor. It's so much better off alone. If I could live all my life tonight, we're loving on the road. I wouldn't die, 'cause there's nothing I want more. I wanna stay by your side, yeah, never gonna let you go. Tell me I'm the one you're thinking of. I wanna hear you say that you only want me. That you only want me. Don't need to tell you, you see it in my eyes. I wanna travel, let's drive into the sunrise. Where your heart is where I wanna lie. Just wanna love you like I do on my own. Yeah, this is what it's about when it's just you and I, and the stars in the sky and the hum of the motor. It's so much better off alone. If I could live all my life tonight, we're loving on the road. I wouldn't die, 'cause there's nothing I want more. I wanna stay by your side, yeah, never gonna let you go. Tell me I'm the one you're thinking of. I wanna hear you say that you only want me. 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 If I could live all my life tonight, we're loving on the road. I wouldn't die, 'cause there's nothing I want more. I wanna stay by your side, yeah, never gonna let you go. Tell me I'm the one you're thinking of. I wanna hear you say it.
And now we're moving on to a weekly grocery haul. I did spend more than usual on this grocery haul. I've been trying to keep it under $200 a week, but this week it was $300 because I did stock up on some toilet paper and shampoos and stuff. So starting over here with drinks, we got some Powerades. I got these little ones for the fridge. And then for Arabella and Nolan's cheer and football practice, I got them the Orange Island Burst and the Strawberry Lemonade. And my teenager usually has cash for the vending machine at school for drinks. I got some more of the Chobani Vanilla Coffee Creamer. This is the one I've been using forever. I always get the vanilla. I got a gallon of whole milk. I got a container of the Simply Orange juice. And we also got 2 containers of the Minute Maid, the Strawberry Lemonade, and I mostly got this to go in our slushie maker, which makes delicious slushies. I got a big bag of pure cane sugar, a container of the Maxwell House Blend ground coffee for my reusable K-Cups. I got a pack of 18 count eggs. We were completely out of eggs. For cereal, these fruit and yogurt cereals are one of my favorite cereals. They are so delicious, and they were on sale at Ingles for $2 a box, like $1 something a box, so that was a steal. And then these family size Cocoa Pebbles were buy one get one free at Ingles, so I went ahead and stocked up on those. By the way, all these groceries are from Ingles, which is where I have been getting my groceries lately instead of Walmart. So I picked up another bag of the Nature's Own white wheat bread. That's the bread I've been buying forever, and also been using this same butter forever, the Land O'Lakes. It's just so good, and it's actual real butter and not vegetable blend or vegetable spread. I got a 3-pack of the Velveeta mac and cheese. I got a pack of the Singles cheese, which is just so convenient whenever we're making grilled cheese. I put 2 slices of cheese on our grilled cheese each, and I've been getting this big bag of shredded cheese because we use shredded cheese a lot for salads and tacos, and it just lasts so much longer. Nolan actually picked out these are the pepperoni and bacon pizza rolls. He was my grocery buddy on this day, and then he also said he wanted some carrots, so we picked up some carrots, which is really good to dip in ranch or to go along with salads or to boil them and have steamed carrots, brown sugar carrots. I also picked up some green leaf lettuce for salads and some of these Italian seasoned croutons for our salads. Nolan wanted some dino chicken nuggets, so we got the kids some dino nuggets for a lunch on a weekend. We got 2 containers of the tuna and some crackers, and I'll just pair that with some mayonnaise and we will make tuna salad, and we can have tuna salad sandwiches and tuna and crackers. I got some more mayonnaise because we were completely out. I got 2 containers of the hamburger helper. We got the cheeseburger macaroni and the lasagna. These are really good. When I get hamburger helper, I try to get the ones that are really cheesy. I got some more of the vanilla yogurt. We already have granola in the pantry. We were just out of the yogurt. For chicken, I got the boneless, skinless chicken breast and the chicken breast tenderloins, which will be for lemon pepper chicken and an Alfredo one night. And then we have some ground beef for spaghetti night. I've got some of these gelatin cups, the strawberry, lemon lime, orange, and black cherry for snacks for the kids. All these are the snacks. We got the Teddy Grahams, we got the chocolatey chip and the cocoa. Nolan also picked these out. We picked up some of these Cheez-It Snapped, crispy, thin, double cheese, and these are honestly so delicious. I really love Cheez-Its, and those are so good. We like to get the Frigo cheese heads, the string cheese. My kids really love those, so I always try to keep those in the fridge. Nolan picked out some of these white pretzels for a snack this week. And then Arabella and Nolan both got a bag of the Andy's cheddar fries to snack on to take to school. And y'all, those are one of my favorite snacks. I love the cheddar fries. I used to love them when I was in elementary school too. I got the cats some more of the Friskies Purina cat food. And then over here is just a few shampoos and things that I picked up. We got the boys some of the Suave Kids 3-in-1. This is just so easy for the boys. It's shampoo, conditioner, and body wash. For the girls, my oldest uses Head and Shoulders, and my other daughter uses Aussie because she has really dry textured hair. I also picked her up this Garnier Fructis leave-in conditioner. This one is like a cream leave-in conditioner. It's really good if your kid has really dry hair like Arabella. Also picked up the kids some Dove body wash. I got myself some Olay body wash. This is the coconut oil ultra hydrating. This one smells so good. I love the smell of coconut. And then for shampoo and conditioner for me, I got the blonde shampoo, the blonde conditioner by L'Oreal. And y'all, this stuff is thick and lathers up so good, and it also smells really good. But if you've got highlights or blonde hair, this stuff is so good. And it's not a purple shampoo. I use a purple shampoo once a week, but those are really good to pair with it. And I always like to keep icebreakers in my bag. These are just a staple in my purse. I also picked up a big pack of toilet paper that I did not show because I completely forgot about it. And there was also another grocery bag sitting over to the left of all these groceries. So we're gonna get that bag, and we got some green beans to go along with dinner one night. These are so good with garlic, onion, salt, pepper, and the Granny Smith apples. So let's go ahead and restock everything and get it all put in the fridge. And by the way, this grocery haul was done the next day, so I am wearing a green sweatshirt because it is the next day and I just popped it into the video. Alright y'all, that's going to be the end of today's video. I hope you found it motivational. We are headed out to the football game. We're going to get dinner there. They have like hot dogs and hamburgers and snacks and all that there. So I just wanted to do like a little snack before we left. We did boiled eggs and a salad, and the kids had some chips and stuff. So we just kind of snacked before the game. But we are headed out now. We have a really busy evening. We're going to get home late. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and I'll see you on my next one.